Hi friends, Jai Gurudev. So a very important astrological event is going to happen on 17th of January this year. After 3 years, Shanidev, the planet Saturn, is going to move its sign. From Capricorn, it is transiting to Aquarius. And Aquarius is Shanidev's one of the favorite signs. It is said it is the Mula Trikona sign of Saturn. It is like an office space for Saturn. Saturn performs best in this space. And it is also mentioned in classical texts that when Saturn transits Aquarius sign, it gives 3 times better results than it gives challenging results. So if you're getting one portion of challenging results, you can expect 3 times fruitful or better results during this period. So this period of almost 2 years this time, January 17th, 2023, it is going to get into Aquarius and it will stay in Aquarius till 29th of March 2025. So this entire period, especially for all those who have strong Saturn in their chart, will be a very fruitful period. In fact, I would suggest anyone who has a strong Venus in their chart, people who are into Venus or entertainment industry, creative industry, they will see a very good time in next 2 years. Saturn always supports Venus. In fact, all the Venusian activity, all the activities which relates to creativity, be it films, entertainment, we can see a great uprise. Some legendary work may come up in the field of entertainment and creativity. If you remember last time, Saturn transited through Aquarius in 93, 94 and 95. So this is the time when we have seen some real good work has happened in the creative field. In fact, the fashion industry, the glamour industry, they have really given us some pleasant surprises, like Aishwarya Rai, Sushmita Sen, they became Miss Universe and Miss World in the year 1994 when Saturn was transiting. And to a great surprise, both of them had Venusian Lagna. Their ascendant is Libra, which is ruled by Venus. So all those people who have strong Venus in their chart, they can expect fantastic results during these 2 years. So apart from the entertainment industry, which is going to be the main focus for the next couple of years, we can expect some legendary work to come up. Stock market was another field when last time Shanidev transited Aquarius. Just before that, when Shanidev was transiting Capricorn, we have witnessed a big financial scam. So we can expect some kind of conspiracy busted in these 2 years. It may not be financial, but definitely something which has impacted lives at large. So for stock markets, Aquarius transit of Saturn will only correct. Saturn is a planet which likes discipline, which likes hard work, which likes equality and justice. So all those overvalued, overpriced stock will get corrected. And all those companies who are fundamentally strong, but they are not priced properly, they are undervalued, they will see a surge in their valuation. In politics, of course, this is not going to be a very good time, as Saturn transiting from Aquarius will look at the sign of King, Leo, from its 7th aspect, which may cause some challenges, some troubles in the area of politics. People who are on top position, they might feel a lot of challenges and a lot of opposition during this time. Saturn does not recognize authority. It always believes in equality. So anybody who is in the authority position, and if you're trying to exercise your authority, it will be questioned, it will be challenged. So be very careful on that part. There is a possibility for some violence activity, as Jupiter is also going to join Rahu after some time. There is a possibility of some violence activities happening in the country, or some political leader may face some kind of public violence. So there are some possibilities indicated with this transit. This transit, as mentioned in classical text, is very good for some medical breakthrough. But if I remember last time when Saturn was transiting Aquarius, the plague was spread in Surat, in the western part of India. So we have to be little cautious, little careful. There is a possibility when we talk about some medical breakthrough, it also comes with a tag of some possibility of outcome of some different kind of disease. So we have to be cautious and careful in these 2 years. Of course, we are anyways hearing about how different version of coronavirus has started spreading. It may not actually turn out to be fatal, but still these 2 years there are possibilities that some disease might come up, but there are good possibilities that some breakthrough in the field of medical science also is going to happen. So that's something relieving through the Saturn's transit in Aquarius. Infrastructure wise, I see this is a very good time to lay some foundation for a futuristic infrastructure. Some new innovations or some new projects will start, which will be very helpful over a period of next decade or two. Apart from it, some innovations might happen in warfare. We can expect some new testing, some new missiles. In fact, the space research program will also see some great progress during these 2 years of Saturn in Aquarius. So amongst many things, there is also a good possibility that crude oil prices may also go down in these 2 years. There is a good possibility of 10 to 15% drop in prices of crude oil. So that's another good thing we can expect during Saturn's transit in Aquarius. So that's all about how Saturn transit in Aquarius will impact lives in general globally. Now let's talk about a very interesting part. Let's come to the most interesting part, where how Saturn transit in Aquarius is going to impact different zodiac signs. So when we are talking about different zodiac signs, I'm talking primarily about the moon sign. So you have to look at your chart, look where the moon is present. That sign is actually your moon sign. So when you look at your chart, in one of the box you will see AS or ASC written or LAG written. So that's your lagna, that's your ascendant. So whatever sign your ascendant is, you can take these predictions from the ascendant sign as well. So let's start with Aries moon sign or Aries ascendant people. For Aries, Saturn will be transiting your 11th house. 11th house is the house of gains, and this is a good transit of Saturn from the 11th house in terms of gains and profits. So if you are into business, you can expect good profits in the coming 2 years. If you are doing a job, you can expect some good increment happening in next 2 years. This is also the house of friends. So you may expect not many friends will stick around you. Only the true ones will stay with you. Rest all will part their ways. Your health may also get impacted. So it is very important that during these 2 years, you do not succumb to a redundant lifestyle. Make sure you have an active lifestyle. Go for gymming, go for jogging, running every day. At least go for a brisk walk every day. This will really help you overcome many diseases which are going to come in future. You may especially need to take care of your stomach, especially gastric issues, because Aries ascendant people are quite likely to get impacted with some gastrointestinal issues during these 2 years. Only if you have a redundant lifestyle. Remember, Saturn loves hard work. Saturn loves discipline. Saturn loves righteousness. So if you are following a disciplined hard work or a disciplined way to take care of your health, things are going to be fantastic. Or else, remember, one portion, Saturn is not going to be nice to you. 3 portions, of course, he will be nice, but 1 portion, he may teach you some lessons hard ways. So it's best to align yourself with Saturnian energy by being disciplined and being hardworking during these 2 years. It may cause a lot of work pressure during these couple of years, and I strongly recommend that all those with Aries moon sign or Aries ascendant, you should do at least 3 to 4 advanced meditation program for the coming couple of years. 3 to 4 advanced meditation program per year for the next 2 years at least. This will really help you in overcoming all the unnecessary stress and anxiety you may get at work. Doing daily sadhana, in fact, asanas, pranayamas, meditations every day will also help during these 2 years for Aries ascendant or Aries moon sign people. Let's move on to Taurus moon sign or Taurus ascendant. For Taurus, Saturn will be transiting the house of karma, the house of profession. So as Saturn is a slow moving planet, you may experience that your work is also moving very slowly. But Saturn has a mantra: slow and steady wins the race. Even though your work will happen slowly, but if you are very steady in your approach, I'm sure after 2 years, as soon as Saturn transits the next Rashi, you will be blessed with a lot of abundance. So it's okay to be slow, but be steady and disciplined. That's what Saturn likes. Follow Karma Yoga. Work very hard at your workplace with no attachment to the fruits of action. I'm not saying that you're not going to get any fruits during this time, though the delivery of fruits will be a little slower, but if you're not attached to the fruits of action, the results will be fantastic. Saturn is also aspecting your 12th house, which is the house of foreign land, which is the house of expenses also. So you have to be a little careful, be very watchful over where you are spending. If you're traveling, if you're planning to travel to some other country for leisure or for vacation, I would suggest wait for some time. Travel only if it is necessary. Otherwise, the foreign travel may not fetch you the kind of results you are looking at. Though it is Venus sign, Taurus is a Venus sign, and Saturn is the great friend to Venus. And Saturn never hurt anybody who has Venus moon sign or Venus ascendant. So do not be afraid of Saturn. Saturn is going to bring you a lot of good things. It is a yoga karak planet for you. It will bring a lot of good luck to you. It will bring a lot of new opportunities to work. But yes, things are going to be little slow. If you're planning to buy a property, be very careful there as well. Be very righteous in your approach. Make sure you read the entire document, the agreement very carefully in case you have to buy a property. If you are into a business and you're working with partners, make sure that you are attending to your partners, you are understanding them very well. There is a possibility that because of some disagreement, your partner may decide to leave, your business partner I'm especially talking about. So it is important that you really listen to them, take care of them very well, and make sure that you're very righteous with them. The same goes with your life partner. There is a possibility that because of some difference of opinion, some argument, the differences may grow between you two. But this is the time to work with righteousness, discipline, and hard work. As I said, in your workplace, if you're following righteousness, discipline, and hard work, you're all taken care of. Saturn will not harm you anymore. In your relationship also, if you're very open in communication, if you're very loyal to your partner, I'm sure the relationship will also stick together. As remedies, I would suggest that you should participate in Rudra Pujas whenever you get a chance. Offer Sankalpa in Rudra Pujas, especially Taurus ascendant people. So now, let's move on to Gemini moon sign or Gemini ascendant. For all Geminis, good time is coming. The last 3 years have been really tough. You were going through Ashtam Shani. Ashtam Shani is considered one of the most dreaded period of life, and you have just passed through it. You have seen a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, a lot of negative tendencies cropping up, a lot of past karmas surfacing. But the good news is the time is over now. Now Saturn is transiting through your 9th house, that's too in Aquarius. A very good time to practice spirituality. A good time to follow your guru. So if it has been difficult for you to travel to ashram for the past 3 years, now this is a good time that you should come here and take darshan of Gurudev. Or wherever Gurudev is, he travels all across the world, you should go and get the darshan of Gurudev. This is also a good time to do a lot of Guru Seva. The fortune will favor you. Gurudev will give you some good directions. However, you have to be a little careful about your income. You may see that your friends may not stick around you, your profits may not rise as you were expecting, or you may not earn as per your own expectations. Be patient. Continue to do a lot of Guru Seva. That is the key mantra for you for the next 2 years. A lot of Guru Seva. And read a lot of knowledge given by Gurudev. Watch some good knowledge videos. Be very careful in your relationship with your siblings, especially the younger one. There is a possibility that some misunderstanding, some miscommunication may cause some trifles between you two. Take care of your throat very well. With this transit, you may feel that your job is not giving you the right kind of opportunities, right kind of growth. And if you wish to change, it is okay to change. I think it is a good time for you to look for another job as well if you are planning to change. But in one line, if I have to sum it up for Gemini people, this is the best time for your spiritual practices. Follow yama niyamas. Understand what are the shada ripus, the 6 enemies within us, and make an effort to overcome those 6 enemies. The time, the nature will really help you in this. Now let's move to Cancer ascendant or Cancer moon sign. For Cancer moon sign, last few years Saturn has been aspecting you. So you have seen some good times, some difficult times. Your life had been a little bit of a roller coaster. But the next couple of years, when Saturn is going to transit from Aquarius, this will be the 8th sign. This is the Ashtam Shani for you. Because Saturn is in Aquarius, you need not worry too much, but still this is the best time to go within and introspect. I strongly recommend you do as many advanced courses, advanced meditation programs as possible. If you have not done Sanyam program, this is the best time you should attend this program and start practicing Sanyam every single day. You cannot afford to miss sadhana even for a single day. You must do asanas every day, pranayama, sudarshan kriya every day. At least meditate twice every day. And if you do Sanyam, practice Sanyam every day. Minimum 4 advanced courses in a year, my recommendation. If you want to stay away from unnecessary anxiety and depression or stress. 8th house is the house of karmic retribution. Saturn is the planet of karmic retribution. So these two coming together, some past life strong deep-rooted karmas will surface. And you would wonder that from where these karmas are coming, why are you going to, you have to go through all those difficulties in life. But of course, as I always mention, Saturn loves discipline. Saturn loves righteousness. Saturn loves integrity. Saturn loves hard work. So, if you are very righteous in your approach, if you are very disciplined, of course, those difficult times which Saturn can give you during these 2 years will reduce to a great extent. But if you do all the upayas, all the things I have suggested right now, this time you will sail through very smoothly. Not an alarming time, I would say, but a very good time for your spiritual growth if you practice these things. Very good time for Swadhyaya. Advanced courses are the best remedies I could suggest for Ashtam Shani. In addition to it, if you want to do something else also, in my opinion, listening to Rudra Puja chantings every day would really help. So let's move on to Leo ascendant or Leo moon sign people. For Leo moon sign, the Saturn will be transiting through your 7th house. And it is aspecting your moon sign or your Lagna directly. So during this time, it is really important that you take care of your health. You cannot afford to have a redundant lifestyle. You must work out every day. You must sweat out every day. And the best time to do this is the sunset time, evening time. I strongly recommend that you should go for a brisk walk or a jog during sunset time. And while you are doing that, you should listen to the chants of Sri Rudram. And if you can do this walk in the shape of number 8, it will be fantastic. This will really align your energies to the Saturnian energies, and Saturn will really bestow you with a lot of blessings. And I have seen how when Saturn bestows with its blessings, especially while transiting from the 7th house to Leo ascendant, what a great success it can bestow. I remember last time when Saturn was transiting Aquarius, one of the celebrity who has Leo ascendant, he delivered such a legendary work that he still remembered because of that work. So if you are aligned with Saturnian energies, I'm sure this time can really help you in contributing something phenomenal. So Leo moon sign, Leo ascendant people, make sure that you are aligned with Saturnian energies. How do you do that? I've given you some remedies. Apart from it, you have to be very hardworking, you have to be disciplined, and you have to be very righteous in your approach. Follow the dharma, and Saturn's blessings will be with you. If you're planning to buy a property, you may get some good opportunities to buy a property or buy a vehicle, but be a little careful. Make sure that you read the agreement properly. Get it checked by your advocate or lawyer. If you're driving a car, be very careful. If you're buying a new car, be very careful in driving it. There are some planetary influence which indicate a possibility of breakage or some damage, not to you, but to the vehicle. So be a little careful. Let's move on to the next sign of Virgo. For all Virgo sign, Saturn will be transiting through your 6th house. 6th house is the house of enemies. It is the house of debts. It is the house of diseases as well. So don't worry, when Saturn transits through this house, it reduces all these things. So you'll be able to defeat your enemies, you'll be able to overcome if you're going through some diseases, you'll be able to overcome those diseases very well. And if you have certain debts, you'll see that debts are getting paid off fast during this period. However, if you plan to travel, be it short travel or long travel, make sure you travel only if it is necessary. While driving also, you have to be very careful. There are some possibilities of some mishaps or some accidents while you're driving. If you are careful, if you are very disciplined, if you follow the traffic rules, don't worry at all. Saturn is in a happy position. Understand this. Saturn transiting through Aquarius is eager to bless you with good things. But if you falter, then Saturn is always ready with a stick. So if you're following the traffic rules, if you drive very nicely, things are going to be good. Don't worry at all. But yes, if you are into the profession of a lawyer, if you are a doctor, or as a matter of fact, if you're learning astrology and if you start to practice astrology, I need not tell you this. You already know this. So when Saturn transits this house, you will get a lot of work. Be ready for a lot of clients coming your way. But again, be as righteous, as strong in your values as possible. You have to work very hard. You have to be very disciplined. Doing asanas every day, understanding what are the Shada Ripus. There are 6 enemies within us. If you understand them well, and if you work to overcome these 6 enemies, this time will really support you. This could be a good time for your spiritual growth if you do some physical asanas and you understand the 6 enemies within. What are those 6 enemies? You can easily Google it, figure it out, and start working on them. These 2 years will be really helpful for your spiritual growth. Let's talk about Libra ascendant or Libra moon sign people. Libra is the most favorite sign of Saturn. You know that? If you are Libra moon sign or Libra ascendant, rest assured Saturn is taking care of you very well. And Saturn is anyways one of the best planet in your chart and is going to transit through your 5th house. Fantastic time for the next 2 years. If you are planning to appear in some competitive exams, or if you're planning to acquire some important position, if you are waiting for some award, best time. You can expect such things to happen in next 2 years. Especially if you are connected with the field of Venus, if you are into entertainment industry, if you are into glamour, fashion, creativity, into software fields as well, if you are into some kind of trading business, if you are into textile business, best time for you for the next 2 years. Take maximum advantage of it. Whenever you get a chance to visit a Shani temple, if it is possible at all, thanks Shani Dev for bestowing all good things to you in your life. There is nothing much required for Libra ascendant. Just one thing you need to be really careful as the success comes to you. You may ignore your friends, and some of your friends may part their ways. So you have to be a little careful in dealing with your friends. Other thing which may get impacted is your immediate family, the people who are around you, who have been your support throughout. So again, when the success comes, we often forget about our friends and family. So if you really can take care of your friends and family during these 2 years, things are going to be fantastic. The blessings of Shanidev will be abundant on you. Just this much is good enough for you as remedies. Take care of your family so well. Take care of your friends very well. And next 2 years, have a party. Now let's talk about Scorpio moon sign or Scorpio ascendant. For all Scorpions, the Saturn will be transiting through your 4th house. So this is a good time if you plan to buy a new property or a vehicle. Planets will support you. However, at your workplace, things may go slow. Even if you're in business or if you have some job, either ways, it seems that things are going to move very slowly at your work. This transit especially is going to impact your health. It is really important that during this time, you take care of your health, work out every day, sweat out every day. Do some walking, jogging. Make sure that you do not have a lethargic or redundant lifestyle. The Saturn is not only aspect the house of diseases for you, it is also aspecting the house of health, overall health. If you already have been suffering from blood pressure or high cholesterol, and your Scorpio ascendant or Scorpio moon sign, this time could be a little tricky for you. So I suggest doing some Saturn remedies. One of the good remedies for this is Sahaj Samadhi. If you do Sahaj Samadhi meditation every day twice, if you have done Sanyam, fantastic. Along with Sanyam, if you can do Sahaj Samadhi and Sanyam, it will be best. But in case you have not done Sanyam, make sure you're doing Sahaj Samadhi meditation twice every single day. This is really going to help you throughout these 2 years. And whenever you get a chance, go for Sanyam program and start practicing Sanyam every single day. Now let's talk about Sagittarius moon sign or Sagittarius ascendant people. For Sagittarius moon sign, Saturn's transit will be in the 3rd house, and that's too in its own Mula Trikona Rashi of Aquarius. This is a very good time to start anything. I'm sure within these 2 years, your ability to take risk will be very high. Your entrepreneurship skills will be at their peak. So if you want to start something new, if you want to initiate something new, very good time for you. You may need to be a little careful. There are possibilities that you are a little worried about your children, and it is okay. You have to be a little careful. You have to be a little observant and keep a close watch on what your children are doing. It is absolutely okay, and it is going to help them in future if you are a little attentive about their schedule. You may need to take care of your stomach as well, health-wise. And it is best if you plan to do some advanced studies, if you plan to do some research work, I think this is the time you can really plan, or you can start really working towards it. Take care of your relationship with your seniors or your bosses at your workplace. It is quite possible that because of some difference of opinion, the differences between you two may increase, and which may affect your career adversely. So make sure that you're not getting into any argument with your seniors at your workplace. If you plan to travel, I would suggest wait for some time. Travel only if it is necessary. If it is related to work, it is okay. But leisure travels can wait for some time. Overall, it seems to be a decent period for you. More of good things than challenging things. As I mentioned, your courage will be at its peak. Your risk-taking abilities will be at its peak. So if you are planning to start something new, a very good time to do that. For Capricorn ascendant or Capricorn moon sign people, Saturn will be transiting your second house, which is the house of family and which is also the house of wealth. And Saturn being your Lagna Lord or your moon sign Lord transiting the second house, it shows that you will spend a lot of time with your family during these 2 years. A lot of money will come to you naturally. Your bank balances will grow during these 2 years. Only if you follow the righteous means to acquire wealth. In case in past, if you have acquired wealth through some unrighteous means, this is the time for settlement of the scores now. So there's a possibility you may face some loss and your bank balance may reduce if it has been acquired through some unrighteous means. But if you have been very honest in your vocation, if you have been very righteous, your dharma has been very strong, this is a time of great rewards in terms of family and wealth. You can expect phenomenal increase in your wealth during these 2 years, and you can expect your family to get together, your bonding with your family to grow stronger within these 2 years. You need to take care, however, about the health of your mother. If your mother is already suffering from some kind of ailment, it is wise to get the best possible medical help you can. You need to be a little careful about the relationship with your friends, with your elder siblings especially. There is a possibility that because of some situation at home, the differences between you two may increase. Do pranayamas, yoga, asanas every single day. Meditate every single day. Following mauna or silence for few hours every day will be a good thing to do during these 2 years. If you can do advanced meditation program, go for a few days of silence every few months. It is fantastic. But I would suggest instead of course you should do this as well as every day you should follow a fixed discipline of following silence. Be very careful in your food intake. If you show discipline in your food intake, the grahas, the current position of the grahas shows that you will be able to avoid a lot of diseases later on. So be very watchful on what you are eating. Simultaneously, be very watchful on what you are talking. Be an auditor of it. Be very watchful of it. Doing some donations to needy people will really help you during this time. Probably donating some shoes or any black blanket to the needy people on a Saturday will really help. For Aquarius moon sign or Aquarius ascendant people, so you're going to enter into the peak of Sadesati. This is the 7.5 period of Saturn when Saturn transits from one Rashi before you. And so it has started 3 years ago actually when Saturn transited into Capricorn. And now this is the time when you are going to experience the peak of Saturnian energy. But because you are Aquarian, because your moon sign or your ascendant is the sign of Saturn itself, and Saturn is pretty happy in its sign, so do not worry too much. Things are going to fall in favor for you. Saturn also rules your 12th house, and it is falling and it is transiting your own moon sign or your own lagna now. So there is a good possibilities of gaining something from the foreign land or some foreign trips. You may travel abroad because of some work related thing, or probably for leisure also. If you want to travel, it is okay. But some good foreign trips, some long distance travels are indicated in the next 2 years. Saturn is also transiting and aspecting your 7th house, which is the house of partnership, your spouse. So it is important to take care and attend to the smaller and the finer aspect of relationship. Understand what your partner needs and try to fulfill all those needs. There is a possibility that some dispassion may grow within you and you will feel detached with all relationships. But this is the time to lead your relationship with utmost responsibility. Not get driven by your emotions of dispassion. If the dispassion is true, it will only help you strengthen your relationship with your partner. But if you feel that oh, I do not want to engage, or I do not want to get into a relationship right now, or the relationship is getting a little boring or dry, that's why you are disinterested. That's not dispassion. Be very watchful on where you are feeling emotionally low and where you are actually dispassionate. Sometimes this low prana, or when you are seeking something, some excitement or some adventure in your relationship, and things are not happening with you, you tend to deviate from your path. Be very watchful on that. Similarly, be very careful at your workplace as well. Things may move slow, things may seem very dry and boring to you at your workplace, but commitment is going to keep you sailing. Though Saturn is happy in your Rashi, it may not bestow any negative results. I'm just indicating what are the possible areas where you have to be little extra careful. Another place where you have to be little extra careful is the relationship with your younger siblings. Do not get into any argument. Let go things. During this time, it will be easier for you to let go. Believe me. Be it relationship, work, or your siblings, or relationship with your siblings or friends. It will be easier for you to let go during these 2 years. Hold on to this mantra of letting go. And you'll see this entire period will be fantastic for you. As another remedy, I also suggest you to exercise every day, to do Sahat Samadhi meditation every single day, if possible twice, and listen to the chants of Rudram every single day, especially sunset time. This will really help. Now let's move on to the last sign of Pisces. For Pisces, Saturn has just entered the 12th house. So your Sadhisati has just begun. The Sadhisati is the 7.5 years of period when Saturn is going to be influencing your life very much. And Saturn being in the 12th house, you have to be little extra careful in almost all important areas of life. Especially be extra careful with your family, how you attend to your family, how you deal with them, whether you are taking care of them or not. You may feel little detached, little disinterested in family matters, but again, responsibility and commitment, Saturn loves. If you follow your responsibilities with a lot of commitment, Saturn will give you a lot of blessings. You may face difficulties in your job and in your workplace as well. But again, hard work, discipline, and commitment will sail you through. Situations will be such that you will be prompted, or you will be really driven to argue with your seniors at your workplace, or you want to take a stand of what you feel right at your workplace. It is good to be righteousness, but do not assert your righteousness too much, because this will create troubles for you later on. This is the time when your seniors will be watching you very closely, and if you try to take a stand and try to get into an argument with them, it will really damage your growth possibilities in your organization. So it is best to be nice and understanding with your seniors, follow the righteous path, but do not assert your righteousness. Accepting people and situations as they are, letting go would be the best mantras for you for the next 2 years. It is important that you do Sudarshan Kriya every single day. So that's all, friends, for all the 12 zodiac signs. Though I have spoken about different aspects and I also warned about where you need to be careful. But again, I will reinstate this fact that Saturn is pretty happy in Aquarius and it will bestow more of a blessings than challenges. So do not worry too much. Just be careful on the areas I have shared you about. And as I mentioned, Saturn loves discipline, Saturn loves commitment, Saturn loves hard work and the path of dharma, righteousness. So if you are hardworking, if you are following dharma, if you are disciplined, Saturn will bestow lots and lots of blessings on you. And this is, in fact, one of the best 2 years, period of 2.5 years when Saturn transits through Aquarius. That's the time when it bestows maximum blessings, and after this the next period will come after many years when Saturn will transit through Libra. That's when it bestows maximum blessings on all of us. So this is the best time for all of us to follow dharma, Be very disciplined and listen to the elders. Whoever is elder in your family, if you listen to them, take advice from them, respect elders, take care of your subordinates, of your juniors, people who are attending you, people who are serving you. If you take very good care of them, Saturn feels very happy with such people. And a lot of blessings are bestowed upon us then. So with this note, I'll take your leave. Thanks a lot. Jai Gurudev.